Alright, we are live. I am back with day 15 of playing one day of the last spell every day of my real life. And we are going to continue the adventure in Lakeburg. So yesterday we finished building and upgrading all of the houses and the gold mines. And we also got an inn, a seer, and a new hero, Jelenka. Hold on. Okay, I just needed to cough. Let's see. So first of all, we completed one of these. Rejoice, O earth and sea, for I have come with gifts in hand. I was wondering, what troubles thee, child? Let me disperse the mist which shrouds thy mind. You've changed. Ah, yes. What thou seest is what I am, what I was, and what I shall be. I looked into the depths of thy heart and shaped my anatomy from fragments of thy thoughts and feelings. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I got new shields unlocked. They seem good. Moment of Clear Sky unlocked. Very nice. New things to go for. Better hero traits. Heroes have better traits overall. Recruit 15 heroes at the inn. Helmets that are based on mitigating damage with resistance. And then more shield variations as well. I see. I see. Have a hero reach 500 health. And have a hero kill 450 enemies. Have a hero reach 8 skill range. Okay. Those are the kind of goals we're going after right now. Any new things here? The sledgehammer I could unlock. However, omens. I continue to seek omens like a fool. Like the fool that I am. At least I've almost got all the cheap ones. Our night reward is... yeah, I think that's going to be the one. Well, if we get the short bow, it's probably going to go to Kieran. It's got experience gain, opportunism, reliability, armor, and multi-hits. You wouldn't really be using the multi-hits unless I give you a wand as your secondary. But everything else is good enough that I think that it's just got to be what we take here. And is there anybody else that wants a short bow? I mean, we might as well replace the one that you've got, Layla. And then, let's see. We've got a level up for Kieran. For once, I don't care about Thrifty because I'm just trying to keep your mana as low as empty as I can for the critical chance. Anything that gives you critical chance or critical power? Not really. The hell is that sound? Oh, it's probably a snowplow. It just snowed here. I don't know what you need right now, Kieran. Let's give you something simple. Like cheer. Yeah, we'll have you get cheer. For future skills, maybe blink and proximity shot. Those seem good for you. And then your actual level ups. Can we get critical chance and critical damage? Critical power. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And now critical chance. Nope. I'll give you damage instead then. And then Layla got a level up. So what perks do you want? I guess 1 by 1. I'm kind of curious about what would happen to these skills if I took blood magic, but we're not going to do that right now. This would be great for Kieran, but he doesn't have the isolated skill tree. Anyway. Your health regen, reduced healing received. Maybe I should get you first blood. And then go for some critical chance. Mainly for critical power, probably. Anyway, stats. Critical power, yeah. And then... I don't care about resistance reduction because we're doing mostly magic stuff. And we want to get you sheer power later anyway. What about just some move points? Those are useful. And then workers to get more gold. And at the seer, we can guess where to get more detailed direction information. That's very helpful. And let's use Repel Mist, because the mist where it was kind of a pain in the ass yesterday. Because yesterday they were getting to the walls too soon, and that led to us getting a worse rank because things were getting into the Haven. Oh, I can use this twice. Interesting. Let's do it. Very cool. Now we have a lot of space to work with. But no more workers. But I can do one scavenge for free. Ha 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 ha. Pile of corpses. We got some pretty standard items. An Adept's Wand, which gives reliability. We could give Layla a second wand as her second weapon, which would be useful because then she would have the reliability, and she has been doing that a lot, having reliability, that is. This wooden shortbow does nothing for anybody. This is light armor, which could be useful for Jalenka. No, she wants the block. Could be useful for Durand, because then he'd get armor and dodge. Although I haven't been worried about armor for him specifically. I'm gonna get Layla a improved wand. Or not an improved wand, but a secondary wand, which is good. Okay, and that actually got me a little bit more Tainted Essence, so where's the... There we go. Unlock Omen of Agility. And then we're trying to unlock... what else? Yeah, I think at this point we're just trying to upgrade heroes. So let's go for that experience gain. Now what else can I use my gold for? I could use it to build another mana well, but I don't think that's important right now. Let's use this free heal. And nobody else needs healing now that I've done that. Meanwhile, the mana well. We use the free mana gain on Layla. And we don't want to restore mana. I would like to gift, but I already used all my workers to operate the seer, to give us a lot of space between the walls and the mist. So now just use the remaining gold at the store, I guess. There's a silver shortbow with reliability and experience gain. Compelling. I don't think so, though. Rusty Shield +3. Yeah, I'll get that for Jalenka. That's an upgrade to her block overall. Then we can give the +2 Rusty Shield to Kieran as a backup, as a way to commend his backup hammer. To not commend. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. But that way he can get more critical, which is cool. An offhand wand. For a free Sword of Damocles each turn. Hammer +3. That is better than your current hammer. Ugh. Okay, really I should be looking for items that have block, mana, or critical. So these pants have block, which means they're good for Jalenka. These pants have mana, so they're good for Durand. Anything else with block, mana, critical? Doesn't seem to be the case. However, nobody has a helmet yet, so no reason not to give somebody a helmet. Let's give it to Durand, I think. And I can get him a better hammer. Just flat out better. Trollblood Amulet gives health and health regen, but reduces accuracy. Is there anybody that has a trinket slot that would like that? Probably Jalenka. And I'm not super compelled by anything else here except maybe the silver short bow, but I don't know who would actually want that over anything they have now. But I can re-roll. That does not give her more block. Even though it does give other stuff. And there's a helmet, which we can just give to somebody. Doesn't really matter who. And a goat head, which is another kind of helmet. Let's give that to Layla. Shortbow +3 gives armor. Iron Shield +2 for 9 block. Oh, Jalenka can have 2 shields. What the fuck am I doing? There we go. Even more block. Her spiky counter is dealing 140 damage when she gets hit. Oh, how do I get back to the store? Is it B? Yeah, okay, it's B. Elven Boots gives movement, but decreases skill range. At this point, maybe I should be buying consumables. Potion of Health +2, Potion of Mana +3, Potion of Strength +1, Axe Boomerang Scroll. That hits a lot of space. Okay, Jalenka, you can have an Axe Boomerang Scroll. Layla can have a Potion of Mana. Durand is getting a Potion of Health. Give this Potion of Strength to Kieran. None of these other items are all that exciting, except maybe the wand +3. Nah. It doesn't have the experience gain. I don't care. This is a bow that gives armor. We'll pass. I'm gonna reroll again, though. Ooh, a blue helmet. That gives critical power. Very nice. That's exactly what he needed. Reinforced medium armor gives opportunism, critical, health. Yeah, that can be for you. This gives armor, momentum, dodge, ranged damage. Does anybody else even have a bow? No, so it is just for the defensive properties that I would be equipping this. I guess it's an improvement for Durand. A steel short bow that increases poison damage and mana. Does not increase Durand's mana enough for me to care. A blood crystal that gives health and damage. Reinforced shield +2 for 9 block and 4% resistance. We can hold off on that. That's a crazy wand. We need that wand immediately. Experience gain and action points. Yep, we're replacing Layla's wand. Does anybody else want a wand? We can give Kieran a wand as his backup weapon instead of the hammer. That's fine. Silver hammer +2. Technically lower damage. Steel hammer +2. Lower damage with stun chance. Stun chance and opportunism don't really matter to Durand, so I'm not going to worry about those. This is a kettle hat, which gives 6 block. Yeah, we're giving that to Jelenka. And I don't think anybody cares about the Sneasel helmet, so we'll just take that back. And then I can still give someone a blood crystal, which is a crazy item. Does anybody have more than one trinket slot? Oh, so Kieran's getting the blood crystal. And then we'll just save the last bit of gold for tomorrow. But everyone is incredibly well armed at this point, which is looking pretty good. And then we go back to the building of defenses. Repair all walls. Repair all structures. Build reinforced walls. I think all of our walls are reinforced currently. Except we don't have anything to block these paths through. We're just going to set up a bunch of barricades on the docks so that hopefully enemies don't come that way. We're still probably going to get flying enemies, which sucks. I could actually put walls here as well, but I'm not that worried about it. Oh, there's a limit to how many gates you can have. Let's put up some more barricades. Okay, that's all we've got then. And now we're going to get ready to start. So, yesterday I learned that I want Jelenka and Kieran on the same side. And then we're going to have Layla and Durand on the other side. We will put Durand and Layla on this side. And then put Jelenka and Kieran on this side. In case any of them get far enough over here to start flying over or going around the walls in some way. Because Kieran, having his main weapon be long-ranged, is especially well suited to that. And so let's begin. Oh, they have a lot of archers. Spiky counter even works against ranged enemies. That's funny. Alright, let's burn your mana if we can. Very nice. Has like 1,000 damage on that critical hit. That's very good. Very good. Very good work. Axe Boomerang Scroll. You can only use it 3 times per night. So now is definitely not the time. Nice critical. Right, these things are indestructible. Ah, thought I might as well hit him, but no. Doesn't matter. Then we come back to this side. Try to chop your way through so that they're all isolated, and then Layla can start blasting. Very nice. Nice shooting. Oh, she got energized there. And 1 by 1 has already gotten up to 35% extra damage. Very cool. Damn, their arrows reduce move speed. Very inconvenient. Okay, Durant. We continue. Okay. And you're gonna drink that health potion because you lost a lot of health already. This doesn't give a lot of health, does it? Damn. And now we come back to Layla. How much damage are you at? On 1 by 1, 62%. 69% extra damage. Now we come back to these two. Can you axe boomerang now? Oh, hell yeah. Just smash everything. And now Kieran's gonna kill the rest of these guys, and your poison abilities aren't even going to matter, because everything is simply dead. God, things just attack her and they just die. It's incredible. Amazing. Yep, I'm just gonna leave you in that spot, surrounded by guys. Because that will poison them, and if they attack you, they will also probably just die. Now, we continue Duran's task of isolating targets. Apparently, in my total playtime, I've now killed 6,666 enemies. So that's fun. Continue to blast isolated targets. And then let's transfer to Durand since we've run out of isolated targets to hit. But he's also out of actions. He's out of uses of every skill with his weapon too. Okay, just kill this guy. That will lose some of the isolated bonus, but alas. Why is it 79? Can you use more potion? Yeah, there's all the potion that you've got. Okay, there they come again. Okay, now back to Duran's business of smashing. Actually, we can start by having Layla pick off a few targets. No, let's isolate a few first. Very nice work, very nice work. One? Okay. Okay, buddy. Interesting. So, if it goes over 80%, it is stored as being over 80%. Even though it doesn't actually, in practice, go over 80%. It doesn't do more than 80% damage. But the amount is still above 80, and will be calculated that way if it gets reduced by the skill. Yeah. And that is, it increases when you kill an isolated unit, not when you hit them. So we're going to transfer 2 of these to Durand, and he's going to armor up. And then start bonking. Nice. Now let's go back to this team. Okay, we're gonna go over here, and you're gonna axe boomerang again. Incredible. Kieran still continues to do 1 billion damage per shot. Exactly as planned. That guy's gonna get poisoned. That was a lot of poison. Ah, the night's almost over. Back to this team. Isolate one enemy. Isolate a second enemy. Then Layla. Finishes them off. But I'm gonna have Durand get the rest of the kills here. Now let's head over back to this team. Now everybody is having a bad day. Now we come to Kieran, and he is going to kill them unbelievably hard. There we go. That's the night. Easy S rank. Now that we got the mist away from the walls, though it continues to approach. And it looks like tomorrow night is going to be a bit bigger of waves, considering both sides have the lots of spears. And tomorrow's enemies are going to be pretty standard enemies. No, I was going to say nothing too extraordinary, but what the hell is that thing? Oh. Oh no. So that's a neat little sneak peek of what's going to be happening tomorrow. Is the Seer has foreseen a something coming. 2 somethings even. That looks horrifying. Exciting. My team kind of seems like they could really use a challenge at this point. Things have been going incredibly well. And that is all for tonight. Goodbye.